Never. They're just not going to, okay? And then there's going to be some people who, if you present it correctly, and if you let them get to know you, and if you really engage with them and you help them understand the products and you help them truly understand what you're talking about, they eventually will sign up. And then there's going to be people who it resonates with really quick and they sign up. I don't know if that's like a true thing, but that's just been my experience. I had somebody try to recruit me to do isogenics, and it was a really good friend. She tried and tried and tried. There's nothing she could have said or done, then I never would have signed up because I just had zero interest in selling isogenics. So regardless of how well I liked the product or how great the opportunity was, it was never going to happen. So, and that's okay, because then those are the people that are going to be your customers, and that's great. But if you are presenting and you're engaging and you're helping people understand about the products and help them really understand about the opportunity, there are going to be people who will never, ever, ever think in their wildest dreams, raise your hand if you're one of them, that you would be doing direct sales. Like, raise your hand. Exactly. I for sure was one of them, right? But if it's presented in the right way, that's when your customers are going to become team members. Okay, so whoopsie, I was supposed to go to this one next. So this one is what comes first, the engagement or getting people to love you? It is one and the same. So it's starting out, talking about some of the things that I'm going to go into in just a second. And through that process, as you're getting people to fall in love with you, and in my opinion, that is your goal. Your goal is to get people to absolutely fall in love with you, and that's when the engagement, they're going to combine. They're going to marry, right? Okay, so it starts with you. Nobody can make anybody like you. Nobody. And guess what? Let me just point this out. There's going to be plenty of people who do not like you. And that's okay. I am sure somebody is highly offended about the clench. I get it all the time. Like, somebody will message me back, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm sorry. And that's okay. Not everybody, you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. You're not going to appeal to everybody, but you are going to appeal to certain people, and that's what you're going to focus on. And it starts with you. You have to eliminate your fear. And a lot of leaders, I think, have gotten past that, but everybody started with it. Everybody remembers their first Facebook Live video when they're like, I'm sad. Like, you just feel like an idiot and you don't even know what you're saying or what you're doing. And I think a lot of people are super afraid of doing live videos and of being vulnerable and of putting yourself out there. And you have to eliminate that fear, because let me tell you a little secret. I listened to a training, and it was basically like this study that they did at Harvard, and the lady's name was something, and I can't remember. And basically the study was, it's called the spotlight treatment, or spotlight effect. You think people are looking at you and that they care and that they, like, even when the attention is on you, but the truth of the matter is nobody cares. Nobody cares about you. Nobody. Like, but for real, they don't care. I just got my hair cut, and, well, thanks. It's fine, but I'm like, it's too short, right? And I was talking to my friend, and I'm like, the truth of it is, nobody freaking cares about my hair. And I'm like, when somebody says, oh, I got your haircut, do you like it? I'm like, don't ask me. But I'm like, you're not going to think about it for one more second. Because think about what you think about somebody else. When they change their hair, whether you think it's cute or not, you could be like, yeah, it looks so good. But then you don't even think about it again. And, you know, so people don't care. So you got to kind of let go of that thought that people are so obsessed with you and, like, are thinking about you all the time. And, oh my gosh, I just watched Dakota's video and I can't stop thinking about her and how weird she looked in that video, and she was breathing really heavy. That was just so weird. No, she's going to watch the video. Maybe she was breathing heavy, but then she's not going to think about it again in her whole day. Never, right? It's the truth. So you've got to just eliminate that fear and get it out of your head. All right, so these are a few pictures of what I would describe my Facebook group to be. So if you follow me in my group, this is probably what people would say about me. Like, I love my kids. I love my husband. I am the worst eater that ever existed on the planet Earth. I eat candy for breakfast. I love all things, I love all things Senegence. And being a mother is one of the most important things to me. And I probably should have put like a fire and hot mess something or other, but I couldn't find a picture that described that. And then, my team. So I asked a question. I'm sure you guys have kind of seen this circulated. Like, anybody who knows me knows, right? I asked that in my group. And it was fun to see the comments that were coming up. And some of them were things that were like the same thing over and over, like, you love candy, you love candy. I'm like, oh, that's what people think about me. Great. But it was really like eye-opening to see like what people think. Because I need to get a drink of water for just a second. What it boils down to, is you have to get people to know you. You have to get them to like you. You have to get them to trust you. And you have to, whether you are on day one or you're rocking your business, they have to perceive that you are good at what you do. And once they know you and they like you and they trust you and they think you're good at what you do, then when you talk to them, it doesn't matter what it is, and you are talking to them about like how great a caramello is. You guys, I cannot tell you how much money I would have made if I got like a percentage of caramello sales over the past couple months. I was obsessed with them for a couple months, and that's all I was eating. I can't tell you how many messages I got about people who bought caramellos. I'm like, oh, people are just buying what I'm saying. And it's a caramello, right? But they feel like they know me. They feel like they trust me. They feel like they like me and feel like I'm good at what I do. So like, well, if Natalie says a caramello is good, I should try that, right? And it goes back to your business. For me, I spend a very small percentage of my posts and time in my personal group on products and on the business. I always, always, always post about the opportunity, at least 2 times a week, always. And I definitely still post about the product, but the majority of my time is more personal stuff. And I don't think that there's necessarily a right or a wrong way to do it. I don't know that that's necessarily the right way, but going back to what Karen said about the 911 posting, I think that's what it's related to. Nobody wants to follow. I mean, think about a product that you like, that you buy regularly, but it's not like your thing. Would you want to be actually following somebody that's all they post about? That's it, like over and over and over and over and over. No way, Jose. That's not you wouldn't follow them. And the same thing goes for you. You've got to entertain people. You've got to get them to know you, like you, trust you, and feel like you're good at what you do. Because then when the time comes that you do talk about this amazing product that you love or this opportunity, it's going to resonate with them. And they're going to believe you just in the same way that they believed me that you need to eat a caramello. Like every single one of you need to eat a caramello. And then I want you to message me once you buy one. They are good, and put them in the fridge because it's way, way better. If you create that relationship within your group, I promise that they are going to trust you, and they are going to feel like you're good at what you do. And even if it's just planting seeds here and there, eventually they will become a customer. And those who are open to the opportunity will become distributors because they trust you and they know you and they like you. And I know I've said this over and over and you're going to hear it again and again and again. I want this to be like something that just rolls off your tongue. They know you, they like you, they trust you, and they think you're good at what you do. It's so, so important. One thing that I forgot to mention at the beginning of this training is I think that this stuff applies to more than just your personal development. I think it applies to your team as well. Because if you are wanting to build your business, and we all know the best way to make money is to sponsor, right? It's the same thing. You need to get your team to feel like they know you and they trust you and they like you and you're good at what you do.